Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the second video of Tuesday. This one is going to be all about total filaments, a little bit of side quest reward totals, and a little bit more. Do bear in mind there may be a further two videos today, one being a sponsored video because I've got to pay the bills, and the second other one that I'm going to be doing, an MCOC one, might be about some champion reworks and changes, but I'm still figuring out whether or not that's actually going to happen or not. Watch this space, watch the forums in a moment for that stuff. So, in any case, we've got a video for you right here, all about total filaments and also rewards. It might be quite confusing to a lot of players what's going on in this new update. Don't worry, we've got a spreadsheet, which I don't know if I have the link in the description now, but tomorrow, once I start filling it out a lot more, we'll go over it because there's lots of different tabs, best incursion champions, top tips, spend scenarios, because this is a store and that's why it's difficult to kind of give you an indication of take home. And also one of the key things is that I don't know personally what you're going to do when it comes to the various sectors. Are you going to be able to do all sectors? Are you watching this video going to be a Thronebreaker player and unable to do up to sector 6? Are you yes? Are you no? Paragon players, different scenarios. Those are going to be some key things as well. But I'll try and help you along the way and we'll try and get some guides for stuff. So, there's a lot of information when it comes to take home of shards. Again, I'm not going to be doing a full kind of breakdown of this because Kabam already provide the full totals on the forums. I've seen how much you can take home. And do bear in mind, I don't know how every, hundreds of thousands of players are going to be able to do each individual sector. Some people may be able to do one kind of sector. Maybe they're not going to be able to do the other. Some will be able to do sector 5 fine. Some may not. Some will be able to smash sector 6. Some won't. Just really depends at the end of the day. And the emphasis with this with Kabam is you're not expected to grind it all right there and then. There's even a note on one of the things saying that come back to complete an incursions room each day for bonus rewards in the daily zone bonus. So it's one of these things of saying like one room at your target threat level each day is enough to secure you bonus points. This will allow all summoners to progress through incursions milestones without needing to reach zone 15. So you may want to stagger that particular process. Staggering the process means you'll get the points. You get the points, it means you get the prizes. And the prizes are going to be very important because spending is going to be spending those filaments in those two different stores is going to be key. Now I'm just swiping down to the solo objectives. So there's so many different areas to pick up filaments. Either your solo objectives, your rooms, or your milestones, which the milestones look a little bit like these ones here. So these are the Paragon ones. What I've done for this video is I've prepared a kind of breakdown of all these different ones and created scenarios of how many filaments, sorry, wrong time to put bunny is, filaments that you are expected at your progression level to get. Bunny ears were there because I don't know every single person's account and where you might be when watching this video, and I don't know what you're able to achieve. But I can at least give you an idea. If you were to do these sectors, you will get this, is the kind of point I'm coming across with all of this. So the spreadsheet, as I said, will be available very, very soon. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow once I fill it out with more information, once I do the guide. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of side quest based guides for the first week to 2 weeks, and then I go back into doing some of the other stuff, progression guides, news information, stuff like that, event guides. We'll probably be doing the Legends event very soon. So one of the key things to note is, well, we haven't been confirmed this, but if you can do all difficulties, which I'm going to assume for this, of course I'll change this tomorrow, which is a good reason maybe this isn't released until tomorrow. If you are a Paragon player, a Thronebreaker player, and such like, you may be able to do a lot of, if not all of the sectors. So we'll have to see with that one. All of the sectors do add up to one particular amount. They add up to 75,000. 75,000 of the currency, which is your mind and body filaments. So it may add, so there's the thing, you may be able to get that if you do all sectors. Now, I'm not condoning you go out and like smash all sectors, but look, some people will. I actually enjoy, first of all, going and using, and I will be interested to kind of see how the new incursions looks like, cast my own opinions on it. I'm quite excited for it, to be honest. But I will be looking to do all of the sectors just to get more of the currency, just to get a bit of a feel and a flavour. Yeah, some people may say it's a bit of a waste of time, but the same token, like, it's nice to try things out, stuff new. The Casper Slide Part 2 featuring the Platinum Band. RIP, by the way, to DJ Casper. Who did the cha-cha slide? Doesn't know. Right. Oh, didn't mean to delete that. That shouldn't be it. Right. Okay. Let's get down to business. I'm going to sidewind there with like my thing. Right. Okay. So there we go. If you can do all those sectors, you can get some stuff. Right. Incursion milestones. If you're able to do the incursion milestones, depending on your progression. Now I don't know if it's going to be locked or you'll have access to all of them. If you have access to all of them, then great. I don't think you will do. I think you'll be specific to what you can access. So I've totaled up all the incursion milestones. So those incursion milestones are all of these ones right here for the different progressions, and that all adds up to a certain amount. Of course it does, and that adds up to what you can see on screen right now. So proven 9,250, and these are one time only. So these don't repeat, or they don't kind of reset, so to speak. So these are, 9,250, 13,000, 15,500 for Cavalier, 19,250 for Thronebreaker, 29,750 for Paragon. Now, if things change and, this isn't correct because I don't know, because I can't see the event right now. It's Tuesday. It's not Wednesday. Then, of course, I'll change things and we'll alter it so that when this is released to the spreadsheet, then it's, all corrected. So make sure to check out the spreadsheet, which will be, released on Wednesday. And so forth. So you'll probably see some guides in this spreadsheet mentioned. Moving down, objectives. Now on objectives, this is a bit different because Kabam have stated in their objectives breakdown, which is down here. I think it's here. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's here. That there'll be year 2015, 16, 17, 18 objectives. Doesn't say anything about 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 because that's 5 more objectives. But it says they receive one set of rewards displayed in the tables for each objective group for a total of 4. So 4, which, with the years 2015, 16, 17, 18. Earn points by winning fights, yada 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 yada, blah 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 blah. And of course, we'll do a guide and breakdown of those objectives. We want to help smash them out as quickly and as much as possible because people want to get the good stuff. Of course they do. So those objectives break down like this. So there is 25,000 total for proven. Excuse me, hiccups. 40,000 for uncollected conqueror. 55,000 for Cavalier, 70,000 for Thronebreaker, and 100,000 filaments. So again, another 100,000 for the currency, which of course is going to be very important. All of this adds up, and all of it adds up to grand totals. Let's kind of bring this better into shot. So this is how I make it out at the moment based on the following. If you are a Paragon player and you're doing from Sector 1 right the way through to Sector 6, so you're doing all 6 difficulties, you don't have to. It's up to you. It's your account, your life. 75,000 for incursion rooms. So just going through the incursion rooms. Objectives, 100,000. 100,000 filaments. Milestones, 29,750. Gets you a grand total of 204,750. That may be the case. It may not be. As I said, we'll have to kind of like have a look at when the event drops. As to the facts, and make sure the figures are correct against the facts, or what we know to be facts, based on the forum thread posted by Kabam. Thronebreaker, if you are a player able to do up to and all of the Sector 6, which I think is the 15 rooms of all of the different sectors, then of course you can get 75,000 points as well, in theory. In theory. Your objectives will take you up to 70,000, plus your 19,250 for milestones, gives you 164,250. So again, that could be a good option. But if you're a Thronebreaker player and just come into it, you maybe find Sector 6 is a bit much, if you aren't allowed to do it, that is, then you'll be 54,500 plus 70,000 plus the 19,250, which will be for 143,750 filaments. So that's your currency to play with. For Cavalier players, it is a case it's 108,500 if you're doing up to Sector 1 to Sector 4. And if uncollected players are bold enough to do up to Sector 4 from Sector 1, 93,500 filaments altogether. Of course, one thing that's going to be very important is the take home. You want to know whether or not, you can transfer that to take home. Well, I've not done spend scenarios just yet, but it is going to be something that's going to be very, very important. I mean, look at the fact of like just there, Paragon Body Filaments Forge. Where's there like tier 6 basic fragments, 2,268 times 10. You know, that's going to be 22,000 in its own. That's going to be 40,000. So I'm sure that after, with time, like that particular element right there, it just, that adds up. 6-star signature stones, you get 5 for 2,500. 5 times 25, what's that? Rigid quick maths, come on, you can do that. That's 12,500. So yeah, that again, but like we're just talking there about 55,000 right off the bat. Right there, it's just that's 52,000, sorry. Well, it might be 55,000. So that's 55,000. So then it's like buying some more from that. A 6-star awakening gem's 39,000. We add that on. That's encroaching into the 90,000 territory. And once you start adding up that and buying more and more and more, like this stuff will be something that 204,000 is going to put you from going a little bit of delving into the Paragon side of things, but then you'll be delving into stuff like, I don't know, the Thronebreaker side of things. But here's the thing, there's 2 stores. So I can imagine Kabam have done it in a certain way where you buy from say for Paragon sake, we'll just cover like that, the Paragon body filaments forge, but also then going down to the Paragon mind filament forge, which has stuff that's again is like equally cost to an extensive amount. 25,000 for a tier 1 class alloy. What else you've got? Like there, like 100,000 gold, so that's going to add up to like 9,200. And the list goes on. Like, I don't want to go too much into this because we'll do a spend scenarios at another time, but I can imagine that 204,000 is going to be key. There may be more available, more filaments available, but at least gives you a bit of perspective of going, okay, well, look, how much am I roughly going to need? Is it a case it's worth me doing some of the lower sectors? And I think the answer is going to be yes, because there'll be stuff that you want to target, but you may be like, well, I'd like to get a bit more of some of the more spicier things within here. Well, there's not really too many spicy things. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. It's down to a personal opinion. Well, I'd like more 6-star shards. Okay, well, you got to go and do sector 3 that you didn't want to do before, but you got to do it in this particular scenario. And of course, for Thronebreaker players and Cavalier players, it'd be different, and we'll do some spend scenarios for you all at some stage. But yes, that has been the video. Check out some other content located on screen. Look out tomorrow for the spreadsheet being dropped, and also some other information to guide you through this month's quest. Good luck, much love, and goodbye.